Okay, so I'm back. Trying again. Hard to believe, right? But I'm having a problem again with my webcam, so I'm working on trying to get it fixed to where you will see what I'm working on. Okay, I'm right here. It's okay. I see there is one person in my room, and I don't see anybody chatting, but that's okay. I don't really know how to fix that because it's being rotten to me. Let me see. If I pop out chat, then it stops. Okay, never pins chat. Got it. Okay. Hey, how are y'all doing? Now I'm trying to get my chat up. There we go. It works now. It's I'm having a weird time today with my computer and all that stuff. Just to be honest with y'all. So if I turn my camera, I don't know what y'all can see. So y'all gonna have to help me out. Tell me what y'all are seeing because this is something I'm trying to work at. So I'm working on trying to get me um, a memory dex card made, a mermaid memory dex card. And see, I layered her. I used paint chips to make her. Can you believe it? And I made her in layers. It took 3 layers to make her like this, and then I colored on her top and her little crab that she's holding. And I want to figure out something to make like little. Uh, and I glittered her hair. You see Arlene's hand, or you just see my hand? Do you see my mermaid? Anyway, I got to move stuff around to get things done. I'm just working at trying to get my desk kind of cleaned off a little bit and trying to get this little um, pink girly Lori sent me a camera holder to hold my camera and everything. And so I need to know, do I need to move my camera right, left, in between, whatever? Is that good? Can you see what's on my desk right here? Because this is where I'll be working at. I got some seahorses ready. And I'm thinking I'm going to put them down on this right here to stiffen them up because I wanted them in that color and I used a brown paper bag to do it. So I'm going to use some glue and I'm going to glue them down to that and let them dry real good, and then I'm going to fussy cut them out. So what are y'all working on today? What's on your desk? Hi, Brenda. I'm sorry, I don't see everybody for some reason. I'm not seeing everybody. Um, for some reason on my YouTube, it only lets me see top chat for some reason. Ooh, good. You gonna post it in group? I haven't finished my last 2 projects. I've been working on them for over a month now. This hand just doesn't let me do too much at a time. So anyway, I got to pull out my machine and I got to cut me out a card so I can put all this stuff down on my card And I'm trying to decide on what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to take it. I'm going to cut me a piece of chipboard to make it stiffer and then put the white over it. And everything, and see what I can come up with. I've been working a little bit on stuff that I can actually do with my hand. And so today I'm going to try to pull out my machine and work on a couple of things to see what I can get done. And I actually cut this little mermaid out, and she come out pretty good in my hand. It gave me a fit for a while, but it gave me a fit for the night when I done it. So I'm trying to take it easy, do a little bit, that sort of thing. So, but I've got this macaroni and cheese box, and I'm going to take it apart, and I think I'm going to cut I'm going to use the die and cut out the Memorydex card so it'll be good and stiff, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to put the white on it. I'm going to cut out 2 pieces of white and glue them to the front and back, or maybe just glue it on one side, because that's blue. It's not going to hurt. It's a kind of an ocean theme anyway. So that's what I was thinking. What do y'all think? My great-grandchildren love macaroni and cheese, so I have to keep macaroni and cheese around my house. Well, do y'all see my scissors? I know I laid them down somewhere. And I'm thinking about where I've cut these little mermaids out. See the little mermaids I've cut out here? I'm thinking about kind of going around them and stacking them and everything and making a card out of them, because I don't know if you were in here when I showed where I did the little mermaid on the paper, and she really shined really pretty and shiny and everything, and making it look like I'm sorry, y'all, my sinuses are really bothering me today. But anyway, since Tanya and Lisa decided they weren't coming on, I miss them, and I miss having somebody to talk to and everything. And so I thought, well, this is a good time for me to try to set up my camera and see what I'm doing. So, and I did have my scissors right here, but I've done lost my scissors now. I probably knocked them off on the floor or something. I'm really good at crafting inches. I'm really good at hiding things from myself. Very, very good at hiding things from myself. That's the truth. I got stuff stacked up over here that I've got to get finished. I did get started on it, though. It's a start when you get started, right? Okay, so still waiting for Suze to let me know if she's the one that wanted my Cheshire Cat that I drew. I can't remember who it was for sure, and I think it was Suze. But, but I was thinking on the back, I might leave this blue on here and try to figure out how to make some little like bubbles, like it's bubbling on the back. You know what I'm talking about? Because the inside of it's just white. So I can actually put the mermaid on the blue part, and it'd still be pretty, and it'd look like the ocean. And then when I put the waves and stuff on it, and cut it all out like it should be. Oh, come on, hand. You can work. And since this isn't really hurting too badly, I'm doing pretty good, I think. Oh, when I do my cutting, since it's not really hurting real bad. Oh yeah, I got that superpower down pat, Arlene. Really, I do. I have that superpower going on. Let me tell you. But anyway, I was thinking if I use this, and it's kind of a dark blue, but this stuff will still show up really nicely on it. I think the stuff that I have for the because I've got waves cut out for it, and I've got this little thing right here, and of course I'll have them straighter than that, but this is just kind of illustrating what I want to do. Is that right for y'all? Do I need to turn it anyway? So what do y'all think? Do y'all think if I cut this right here out to be my die with my die cut, that will work? Because I got to move stuff around before I can cut anything. No, 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 no. Yay. Right here? All right, I can do that. But I got to move it because I've got to move this stuff out of my way so that I can get over here and die cut my so I can die cut my memory dex card. I gotta cut the card. So if y'all get to see my face, you'll know why. Because my desk is a mirror. See? I need to take that and paint it or something because, Ow. Ta-da! One machine coming down. Okay. All right, Cheryl, you got your machine out ready to cut up? Have you tried your C plate to see if it works yet, girl? Now to find my die for it. I got to get some cuts made so that I can put it on the top of the box or make me a list of what I'm making, what's in here, so I don't have to look through every one of them. And I'll get that done eventually. I promise I will. That way y'all won't have to sit here while I figure out what I'm doing. I bought me a die cut for making memory dex cards just because my hands were too lazy to be able to cut fussy cut very well. So I use a lot of die cuts because of my hands, but I enjoy using and once I got started with my die cuts, I really enjoyed them. I've totally enjoyed my die cuts, and I like to share with other people. If somebody sees something that they like that I've got, then I love to send out die cuts to people. you know, and everything. So that's what I enjoy doing. Let's see, I don't think it's in this one. But I do need to get some die cuts made because I'm working on some Happy Mail that I want to get sent out and everything. And I've got the paper and everything for it. Now I've just got to get set up and get it done, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, and since I had the surgery, I'm better at die cutting, but I can't do as much of it as I need to. I should say. But once my hand gets all right and does better, no, I cannot zoom out. I can maybe move my camera back some. Will that help? I don't know how to stay, but then you're watching the side of my screen. Does that help any? Will that help you? My camera doesn't have any settings like that on it. It's just a plain old camera. It costs about $11 on Amazon, and that's what I've got. It's just a cheap little camera. So now, told my husband, I said I'm going to go back in my room in a little while, and I'm just going to play. And then Beth will be on after a while, and then I'll watch her play. So you'll see me turning around looking for my book too, right? I have lost my little book that I keep my other dies in. Come here. But I will find them. They're here somewhere. I just got to get finished with my room now that my hand's getting better. And I will do that. I will get finished with my room once my hand is all better. I'll get everything put away where it belongs and go through a lot of stuff that I'll be getting rid of, do some destashing, that sort of thing. Okay, so that one is in my book, I think. Let me put that over there because it ain't got nothing in it. That one has nothing in it, and that one has nothing in it. So we'll set those to the side so that when I come to my book, I'll put some stuff in it so my little case will be filled up. I'm talking about these cases here. I've got 3 here that have nothing in them, so I need to put dies in those. Right? Right. So, oh, I know y'all are loving just sitting here watching me look for things, right? But my book was right here, and I don't know where I have put my book. I really don't. Ow. Remember, Sheila, I told you I had a book. Did I ever show you about my book that I had with my uh, folders in it? Well, these are my die folders right here. My folders that you know, my embossing folders. This is a book that's got embossing folders in it. I found this on Facebook Marketplace. So I found that and some dies and everything on Facebook Marketplace. And I found a lot of my stuff on Facebook Marketplace for a little or nothing. So y'all keep an eye out if you want stuff like this. Look at Facebook Marketplace. Because like I said, die cutting gets kind of expensive, buying the dies and everything. But if you find them at a good price or something like that, it works out really great. So are y'all getting anywhere with what y'all are doing? Right. I got to get busy on it because I want to take and make a die cut of what I put in this box and glue it to the top so I can just pull that up and look at it without having to squint my eyes and look at what's in the box itself. And right here is a box of some of my die cuts I've got. See? And I've been doing that, and I'm working on getting Beth a book of die cuts made. She's been so kind and sweet to us all. I want to make her a photo album with die cuts in it. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Are you going to post it in a group, Brenda? And I'm going to take some of these old books, like my word search puzzles. Y'all ever do these? These would make great art journals to go over those pages. What do you think? Because, like, if you get an extra long die, you're going to have an extra long pad for it. Like, I had to buy this pad so I could work with just one die that I have. But that's okay. It'll last me a while because I've only got one die that I use for it, and that's one of my mini journal dies that I have, and it's really long, so it won't fit this one. So I got a new pad for it and new plates because of the fact that it takes an extra long. So I had to get that. And when you get into die cutting, it can get quite expensive. It really can. Any other time I'd be able to find exactly what I'm looking for, but now that I'm looking for it, I can't find it. Isn't that nice? And y'all don't have to sit here and watch me if you don't want to. It's fine. Uh, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to play around until I get it all done anyway. So it's all right. Of course, you'll be under everything. Of course, it's going to be under everything, right? Right. All right. I have found it. One book of stuff. And I need to get these dies out and get them cut and fix them up, right? There it is. And this one, when I get to cutting, of course, it will go into its own little thing. And there we go. I can take this and move it over. Now we're getting somewhere, y'all. Now we're cooking with gas. Yay! Now if I can get my hands to work and get this thing cut, we'll be all right, won't we? And okay, so we'll gotta run it back through again. This one's a little thicker than what I thought it would be, but that's all right. We can get it positioned back again. Fix it right back and run it back through, huh? And you slide this back down, slide this back in. I think the next time I get something, it's going to be a new machine. Mine's wearing out. But it's going to be the same kind of machine because I've got plates and stuff to fit this machine. So, when you already got the plates for it, you kind of go with what you got, right? All right. And there we go. And it is cut. Now that I've got it cut, I'm going to take out that and I'm going to put this into here. And that's all I'm going to cut out of that one right now. I'm going to stick that right there. And since it already has that, I will cut that where to fit that box. And guess what? I won't have to die cut one to put on there. There. Yeah, I always liked your sunflower oil. Okay, now then. Let's check over try to get to this. There's that again. There's some bits and pieces. Okay, so with my mermaid, she's going to be over my card. I already know that, right? Should I put her on the blue part or the white part? What do y'all think? All right, blue it is. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. I'll put a little floaty thing and that, some waves. But she'll come up over and out to the side of it. I don't know if I'm going to do that much of it, though. Because if I make it too big, she won't be able to get it into her Rolodex, right? So I'm trying to keep it as close to small as I can. If I can do it like that, pull it down to where it's even, and also, oh, thank you. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, is that enough, or should I add more to it, some bling or something to it? Because I've got some blue uh, crystals I can add to it. Just maybe put like two or three of them right here, like bubbles. Coming up. I got some iridescent little crystals or whatever, and I'm trying to think of what would look good. You know, this is a new thing to me. Okay, making memory dex cards, and while it should have already been done and everything, my hand just has prevented me. And I'll add some extra little goodies in for her for being so patient and kind, waiting for me to get it done. Um, Even though I had said I wasn't going to be in it, I was kind of included. Like Beth includes me in things too, which I don't mind. But with my hand, people have to wait, and I hate to make them wait. Although they don't seem to really mind waiting. I mean, I don't. When somebody's got a problem, I don't mind waiting for them to get things done. So, but I don't know where I put that. If I can find it, I want to show y'all my little mermaid I made. I colored her. I took this and used it like a stencil and colored her. And then I put gel medium over her. And she looks so pretty. She's so shiny and everything. And I mean, I didn't do it perfectly. I just did it a little bit um, just to show what it would look like to me. And I think that it's going to she's got two, Arlene. Cheryl, why don't you go find your channel and put it in? Okay, find the one because you've got two up there. One is Little Sister Cheryl is crafting, and the other one is Little Sister Cheryl, I think. And there's two of them up there. One of them has no posts, and the other one has posts. One has videos, the other one doesn't. So, Cheryl, why don't you find your link and put it in, sweetheart? Yes, for you YouTube. Find it and put your YouTube in. That way Arlene can find you. We're waiting for you to get started doing your videos again. This is supposed to have been a mermaid memory deck swap, but pretty much I only have the one little mermaid. So I thought, well, if I do a mermaid, a seahorse, and some waves and kind of stuff like that, maybe that would work. Because I only had the one mermaid. And when you only got one mermaid, you only got one, right? So, thanks, sister. We appreciate that. As you know, Cheryl, she's got 400 subscribers, and she's going to do a giveaway on her channel or on Beth's channel. I'm not really sure which one, but I think it's on hers for her 400 subscriber mark. So that's perfect, you know. So yes, please put in if you have a channel, please put it in. I don't know who all has a channel, but if you have a channel, please put it in. It's fine with me. I don't mind you sharing your links. And if you have a link, just say, we'll see there. Cheryl, she is one of my mods, so she can add it for you. If you're not a mod, she can add it for you. How's that looking? I gotta glue her face down for her neck breaks, huh? Her poor little neck's gonna break if I ain't careful, huh? Yeah. I'm glad this glue dries clear. So what do you think so far? Y'all, when you come to things like seahorses and stuff like that, I use paper bags to cut my seahorses out of because that's the closest thing I found to the color of a seahorse that I can find. As well as I've got some band-aids that I cut out and everything, and they come out really good using these right here. So they're really good to have. I'm having a bit of a craft lunch over here. Like I said, I've got a lot to do with my room to get it cleaned up and everything, but I will get her done eventually. Now, I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to work on doing some die cuts, I think. I've got to work on a little journal that I'm working on, a mini journal that I'm doing for Babbling Brooks. she liked my little journal that had the pretty decorative um the pretty decorative journal that I've got. This one, I'm working on one for her, and I've got to get busy on finishing it up, you know, for her. So I need to cut out the spine for it and get it ready. Uh, and it's going to be done in black and black and yellow. I think is what I'm doing it in. So I've got to do the spine. Out of black. And this is going to be kind of like one of the little, so you can write and you can flip it over and write on one side and just, if you got the right gel pens, you can actually write on the black. So because she likes black, she likes the blue and yellows. So I think I'm doing her book in black and yellow, and then adding blue and different different elements into it. So I got to pull out these little things right here, because this is the die for it. And I got nails over here on the side in my wall that I hang my glue gun and my heat gun and stuff on. I got little sheetrock paneling or sheetrock nails that I use the small tiny ones, paneling nails. I use the small tiny on. So I hang my little stuff on them because they're not heavy enough to bend them or anything. I'm thinking to start doing a de-stash on my room, and people gonna get some Happy Mail. Ta-da! So and I learned one thing about these right here, how to use these book, the pages of this book, the put your pages in, is right here on this die. It shows little marks on it. Can you see that? That right there is where you put your tape. It's on those little marks, and then you put your pages on that tape. It's double-sided tape, and then it folds, and your pages. I didn't know that. I thought you were supposed to press your tape together and everything. So I was really surprised when I found out that part of it, because I never knew how to use them. And this is supposed to be a hidden binding. I think it's called a hidden spine or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I think it's called a hidden spine. So and on here you can't, maybe you can or maybe you can't, but I can barely see it. But on here there's the same little marks, and I run my tape right down through the marks, and then what they do is, as you can see, it's scored where you fold it. And then when you fold it, it's that hidden binding. It's the hidden binding, and it all comes together. But it only holds about 4 pages, 3 or 4 pages per cut. So I've got, she wants 10 pages in her journal. So I got to do 10 pages. But I thought that you were supposed to fold it together where the uh, tape went. I did not know you were supposed to put your pages there. I thought you were supposed to turn it over and put your pages on the other part. And I'll show you what I'm talking about when I get a couple of these cut, because this machine gets a little heavy trying to move it up and down and up and down. So I want to get some things cut, and then I'll put the, uh-oh. And this actually goes to a whole different, um, set of dies for the mini albums. But I happen to like both mini albums. But this one, I'm going to use this die to make the book binding for that die set. So that I can get it done, get it in a box, and get it sent to Tammy. And hope that she likes it, because I really never made a journal for anybody but myself. Because, I mean, I've made the Coca-Cola journal and everything. And thank you. But see, this thing is almost too long for this. I'm almost to the point where I need to use my longer plates and stuff for it. So let's see, I've got, let me cut now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've got 5 cut now, so I'm going to sit this down for a few minutes, and if I need more, then I'll cut some more. This is definitely a crafting channel, where I make different things, mixed media, arts and crafts, and everything. So definitely a crafting channel, y'all. So if you're not into crafting, probably not the place for you. But I hope that you are into crafting. Hi, Clint. How are you? Okay, so on this side, right here, see if I can flip this over. Keep from messing up my camera though. All right, there it is. And it's got, see the little marks right here. I'll put a piece of tape here and a piece of tape here, and all through here I'll put some tape there. Double-sided tape. There we go there. And I really got to have that light on, so if it bothers you, I'm sorry. Because my eyesight's getting better, but it's not perfectly good to where I don't need that light now. So now I gotta find my double-sided tape. You see, this is a whole different book here that you make pages that goes with this spine than the other one is. And I don't have boxes big enough for these, so I have to put them in bags. And I've got a journal that I'm going to be working on also that was sent to me, and it's a ViewMaster journal. Have y'all ever seen the ViewMaster journal? Well, Maddie Munson sent me the pages to make myself a ViewMaster journal. So, oh, that sounds good, jambalaya. I haven't had jambalaya in a long time. It's been so long since I've been able to do many crafts. I've forgotten where I put my stuff. It's sad, isn't it? Sad when you lose what you're looking for because you haven't been able to do it in a while. So, but here's my pages for that Nettie sent me. Here's the ViewMaster real part of it. And here's one of the pages, as you can see. And the real part, I got to finish cutting it out, but the real part sits in here, and you put pictures or whatever in each one of those. Hi, Janice. Good to see you. So I'm going to be working on those also. I'll be working on these pages also. But I've got to cut me out some stiffer backing, and Beth's going to show me how to make the binding, the Coptic stitch for my for this one. And so I've got to get that cut. The covers, I got to make 2 stiff covers for it, because when you start stitching things up, then you end up with a mess if your holes aren't strong enough. So I've got to do that. I got to fix my stitches. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not very good at streaming, but there we go. A hole in there somewhere, right? I'm not a very good streamer. I'm learning all this still. Okay, so let me get this a little closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. Because I'm not a professional like some people are. Like Beth, she is really good. Beth Schuler is really good. So if y'all don't know her, y'all need to go check her out. She'll be on tonight at 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern. So, and something I didn't know about this type of binding was I thought that you're supposed to stick this together and make a page holder, right? So when you pull this off, you put your page on there. But see, this folds together this way, and it's kind of a fan fold on these. Okay? So they do a fan fold on them. Okay? And I thought this here on this side is where you stuck your page. But it's not. It's actually to this tape here that you stick it. And I had no idea until I was watching them, the professionals, how they use this die, like Tim Holtz and all, how they use this die to put their pages on. Y'all ever watched a professional do this? Well, you're not watching one now. So, you know, maybe I need to tape the end of it down over here. There we go. Get it set still a little bit. Move around here so I can get to you. You done wiggled. This thing wiggles too much. Thanks, sister. I appreciate that. Uh, I feel like I'm not. You know, I really do feel like I'm not. It's really hard to see these little lines on here. I'm sorry, y'all. So, I guess that's it. You down here, I bet you'll do right. Bet you my fingers are what better if I put my stuff down here that I need to use, right? Now, see, my fingers are getting to work a little better. Not great, but a little better. And now, when I pull these off, I'll put a page here and a page here, a page here, and they'll be facing each other. But then I will take these folds and I will fold them like they're supposed to be folded. And I know Tammy will be so tickled that she will have her book because she's been waiting a couple of months. And when she actually asked me for it, I told her now, Tammy, it's going to take me a little while because I'm supposed to have surgery. And it was just before surgery. So I got most of it cut. No, Arlene, I really don't because there's so many other people. But since, see, Lisa and Tanya usually come on at this time, but Lisa's taking a break. So I thought I would go ahead and come on and do some little fun stuff here, you know. So that's what I was working on, little fun stuff here. Hoping, anyway. So, but you always fold the two tape strips together, and the rest of it folds the opposite of the tape on these bindings. And they kind of come out accordion looking. Now I gotta fold this backwards. Oops. And then you see, what lines am I going over? Oh, thanks, Arlene. I appreciate you coming and watching while you did. Thanks you for popping in. No, I don't have a set time. You know, I just, like I said, I'm just really getting started, and I'm trying not to walk on anybody's toes or anything. Um, just I'm fiddling around a little while until Beth comes on, and I probably won't be on as long as all that, but you know, come on, bend backwards. There we go. Bye, Arlene. Have a great day. Getting these things to look just right takes a little bit of work on my part. Well, a whole lot of work on my part. Okay. So that whenever I get it ready, okay, when I get it ready, these will hold the pages together. But y'all know what this looks like on the other side and everything. It's got the little stand-up holders to it, right? It stands up. And I always thought you were supposed to put your pages on these part. But when they were making this binding, they said you put your pages here. So that they were closer together instead of being, let me take this right here and show you what I'm talking about. You put them here and they're page to page, right? But if you put them over here, they've got a large gap between them. I suppose you could do either way, you know, but uh, it makes more sense to have your pages together so you can flip them, right? But I never really thought about it that way. Even though there's a little gap here between them, you can see the little gap between them here in the book. So, but that's where I'm going with this. Making my little, um, but see, I have a hard time seeing this these little lines. So I may just take a pencil mark and mark each one because you know you can see where the lines are, and by doing the pencil mark, it's going to be covered up by the tape, but you can see it shine. But it's still going to be covered by the tape. Teresa, move stuff out of your way now. You put stuff down in your way. You got to get it out. Okay, honey. I'll talk to everybody later. I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you, every one of you. So I will talk to you all later. Bye. Thanks for being here, y'all.